and welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sarah. I'm so glad you're here today. We have a super fun video today, and as you can see, I am dressed as Santa's helper. I've got my elf cup. This is from Cracker Barrel. It's about 10 years old. My mom loved Cracker Barrel, and so at Christmas time especially, after doctor's appointments, we'd hit Cracker Barrel and we'd find neat things and good food. Now, before we get going, I do want to tell you, every time I wear this headband, I get tons of people asking me, where did you get that headband and how can I make one? This headband is basically the chevron headband. You can find that on my playlist on YouTube as well as on Ravelry and on my blog. It's just a chevron headband, and I just changed colors every so many rows so that it was bright and cheerful, and then I added some cute buttons. It's my favorite headband to wear at this time of year. Okay, so I was in Walmart. I don't go there that often. It's not my favorite store anymore. And so I saw this shirt. Isn't it adorable? I'll have to show you a little more of it. It's got a belt and little elfie things. It's so cute, and it was like $5.88. And I don't know if it was in the men's or the women's because it was just sitting there on a rack, but I loved this shirt. And it's a really soft yarn. It's a really soft cotton shirt. Some of them you get are real stiff. This one's real soft and stretchy and comfortable. So this is my new Christmas outfit that I am totally in love with, okay? All right, let's get to business. The first thing we need to do is clink in. Ho, 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 clinkety, clink, clink. Maybe we should say jingle bells. And so I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, and blessed Kwanzaa. This time of year, and even if you don't celebrate the holidays, wonderful winter, because this time of year is the time of year that we should be celebrating family and friends. And I know it's going to be a little more difficult this year because of all the things going on. But do the very best you can to stay cheerful and happy. And even if you get dumped with snow like we have been lately, enjoy it. Joy is a choice, and choose joy, okay? All righty, so we've clinked in, and I'm going to tell you the winner of the December giveaway. All right, so let's recap real quick. The winner of the December giveaway is going to receive one of our Coffee and Crochet with Sarah project canvas bags. It's actually a muslin, not canvas. 100% muslin cotton. And then Stringydingding sponsored our December giveaway. You're going to get all this yarn and the two little ammies. There's an ice cream cone and that adorable little frog. I got to take it out and show it to you again. Look at that little tongue. He is a Christmas frog, so put him on your Christmas tree, okay? You're going to get all of those, and you're going to get a 1-year free subscription to the let me say this again. I don't want you to get it wrong. Stringydingding website. 1-year free subscription. That's a great December prize. All right, are you ready to hear who the winner is? I want to do this right up front, and then we can get into our crochet together. All right, and don't panic. You just need a few things for the crochet together. We're going to make some snowflakes, and I'll talk to you about that in just a second. Now, just a reminder, never, ever put your email address or shipping address in any comments that are public ever. All right, so when I give the winner's name, I want you to either email me, and you can do that by going to www.poshpooch.com and hit that contact button, or you can message me on Facebook on the Posh Pooch Designs Facebook page. You can message me. I am going to need both your shipping address and your email address this time because I need to email Stringydingding and give them the name of the winner and their email address, okay? No one will get your email address except me and Stringydingding. And that's so they can tell you what to do for your free subscription, okay? All right. Again, do not put your mailing address or your shipping address or your email address in any public comments anywhere, okay? I want to keep you protected. All right, are you ready? Oh, I was going to grab my jingle bells today and I forgot. Hang on, I'm going to get them. All right, got them. All right, the winner's name is Kelly Reynold. And I may have pronounced this wrong, so I'm going to spell it. Kelly, Kellie, and the last name is Reynold, Reynold. All right, Kelly, email me or message me, and congratulations! It's a fantastic giveaway, a fantastic prize, and super duper jingle bell. Congratulations, Kelly. All righty, now let's put those jingle bells aside. Are you ready to do a crochet together? Now, the difference between, someone sent me a message this week and said, what's the difference between a crochet along and a crochet together? Well, usually in a crochet along, it's several videos, sometimes 2 or 3 or even 5, and sometimes they go a whole year long. Okay, and the crochet together is several steps. I said that backwards. All right, let me start over again. The crochet along is several steps, and you crochet along the steps together. A crochet together is just where we do a live video together and crochet something together. All right, what we're going to do today are miniature snowflakes. And they're white, so they're really hard to see on this camera. They measure from the tip to tip about 3 inches. They're a great size. They're too big probably for earrings, but you know, hey, if you want a nice big earring, you go for it. It would look great up here. Or maybe on my new shirt. All right, they make great ornaments, great tags for gifts. You can decorate your table with them. They're just super duper fun. All right, so I'm going to click over to our other camera, and then I'm going to scoot over here. I see another glitter on there. I had a glitter explosion right before I was getting ready to set up. I was moving some things, and the glitter was in a container, and it spilled. Now, I use my roller that I get the dog hair up with to get most of the glitter up, but you might see a sparkle or two, but that's okay. Glitter is wonderful. All right, so what you're going to need is just any medium weight number 4 yarn. I'm using this sparkly yarn. This yarn is from Hobby Lobby. It's their I Love This Yarn in white. All right, but you can use, this one here is made in cotton, so you can use cotton, acrylic, or any blend that you have on hand. And of course, you can make your snowflakes in any colors that you want to. Silver would be pretty. Blue would be pretty also. All right, so I'm going to move those forward. You're going to need an H hook, which is a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You'll need your needle just to weave in the ends and your scissors just to cut off at the end. Okay, I'm going to move those up there, and we're going to crochet right here. Now, this snowflake is made simply by 2 rounds. All right, let me make sure I got my notes right here. We're going to begin with our slip knot, and we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to join this chain 5 into a circle, so we'll put the tail of yarn over our hook and pull it through that loop, and then we'll just snug that down and tie a knot. If you prefer to use the magic circle at this point, you can if you want to. All right, now we're going to put our hook in that chain 5 pull up a loop, and chain 3. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet, and we're going to stitch another double crochet and a chain 2. I'm going to check. Make sure it was a chain 2 and not a chain 1. So our chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet. We double crocheted and chain 2. Now we're going to stitch 2 double crochets and chain 2. And we're going to repeat this 4 more times, so we have 6 sets of 2 double crochet, chain 2. 1, 2, chain 2. I also want to point out that I'm stitching over this tail of yarn. That way I can pull that at the end and close the hole in the center. All right, so 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and chain 2. 1, 2, and chain 2. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more set of 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and chain 2. I'm going to join to my chain 3 with a slip stitch. I'm going to I'm going to slip stitch in the next double crochet. There we go. And slip stitch in the chain 2 space. And we're just going to chain 1. And so what we have for row 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of 2 double crochets with those chain 2s in between. That's row 1. Now we're going to do row 2, and that's going to finish our snowflake. So what we're going to do is in this first chain 2 space, we're going to single crochet. Now we're going to double crochet in the same chain 2 space. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch in the top of that double crochet. And now we're going to single crochet in that same chain 2 space. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we'll repeat this on each of those chain 2 spaces. So we'll single crochet, we'll double crochet, we're going to chain 3, and slip stitch in the top. Now you'll notice I'm going through both loops. That's going to give you a crisper look for that little picot. All right, now we're going to single crochet and chain 2. And we'll just repeat that. Single crochet, double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch in the top of that double crochet, and then single crochet in that same chain 2 space and chain 2. And see how those are forming the points of our snowflake? All right, let me finish this up. I might be going a little bit fast here, so if you want to see this just a little bit slower, you can slow this down once I get it over to YouTube. Also, this video will be in my videos on Facebook, and you can also pause it as needed. I always like to let people know that. 2, 3. I always save the video on Facebook, and then of course you'll also find it over on YouTube later. And just a note, YouTube's been running a little bit slow lately, so if it doesn't pop right over there, be a little bit patient. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in the top of that double crochet, single crochet in our chain 2, and chain 2. So I've got my 6 points. Here's my chain 2, and I'm going to join to that first single crochet with a slip stitch. All right, let's cut our yarn. I'm going to go in that next stitch. I'm going to pull that loop to the back and tie off to the back. Okay, so there is our snowflake. All right, now if you want to stiffen these up so that you can hang them up on your Christmas tree, 50% white glue, like an Elmer's glue, 50% water. Mix them together, dip your snowflake in there, lay them out on a flat surface. I have an old bath towel that I use. I'll lay them out and let them dry. Something I also do is, because my dryer is a front load, I can set them on top of my dryer, and as the dryer runs, it will help them dry faster. All right, I do want to show you the center of the snowflake real quick, how to close that up. We'll put that tail of yarn on our needle. We'll give it a little bit of a tug, and that will close that hole up. And we'll go around that with our needle. And then we'll just go back the way we came, going around those stitches. And that'll close that hole in the center right up. Now we can snip that off. And of course, I need to weave this one in as well. All right, and so that is our mini snowflake. And they're super cute. I love using that white sparkly yarn. I think it's beautiful. Now there is a Karen Party, I think, that has a silver sparkle. It's actually gray, but it has the metallic thread running through it. It's really pretty. I think there's a blue, you know what? I do have a blue one from Hobby Lobby also that has a sparkle going through it. Any medium weight number 4 yarn will work perfect for this little pattern. And always, the written pattern will be on the blog. And I wanted to remind you, if you want to follow along on the blog, every Tuesday I send out what I call the newsletter. And the only way to get that is when you go to the blog, hit that blog. Let's see, I'll put the blog link. I usually put the blog link on the page as well. And if you're on YouTube, the link is underneath in the notes section, okay? You can hit that. It's underneath the YouTube video. It'll say see more, or there'll be the 3 little dots or an arrow. Just depends on what device you're on. But if you click that, the link will come up for the blog. And then when you go to the blog, there's a little section you can put your email address in. I don't get your email address. All it does is put it in a list, and then when this goes out on Tuesdays, you'll get the email. All right? Because a lot of these, actually all of the demos that we do together in our live videos, they're not going to be printed anywhere except on that blog. I don't list them on Ravelry or anywhere else because I feel like these are for you because you're super special to me. All right? So we announced the winner of the December giveaway, and we made a cute little snowflake. And again, I want to see pictures of them. So get on over to PPD, Puppy Love Crochet, and post your pictures of your snowflakes. It's a super easy snowflake. And I also think that when you're making them, once you do your last point, you could loop it through the next one, and you could loop them together and make a really cute bunting or just decoration. I'm going to have to try that and see how it works. But I think if you do that last, where you do your last chain 3 and loop it through the one, loop it through the one, okay, loop it through another snowflake and then finish going around, I think you could hook them together really easy. I want one of you all to try that and post it for me, okay? See how it works. Alrighty, I love to give you a little bit of a challenge, and I love to give you a little bit of homework, and I absolutely love to see all your creations. Whether they're made from my patterns or not, I love to see what you're working on. And it doesn't have to be Christmas, it can be anything. Because you know, the month of December, in my family, we have birthdays that are in December. My grandson's birthday is January 7th. Bless his heart, it's right after Christmas, so have fun with it. And I want to see your work. I'm that math teacher that says, I need to see your work. You know, I loved my math teacher as a person, but I hated math. All right. Well, let me grab a quick drink of my peppermint cocoa. And it's time to see what happened this week. All right. So, what is new? This last week, we did a few more of our country Christmas crochet patterns. And it's been a lot of fun. We just have one more left to do. And then I've got some other things I want to do. Also, next week, next Tuesday, we are having a video. Someone asked me if I'm going to do one next week with it being, you know, so close to Christmas. And yes, I am going to do a live video next week unless, I don't know what, something happens. And I have what I call a bauble garland. And I want to show you how to make it because it's really super easy and really super fun. And you can also kind of make it look like popcorn by doing different baubles on a string. And so just grab some leftover medium weight number 4 yarn next week and your H hook, and we'll have some fun with that, okay? If you're around, you know, you may be already doing family stuff. Okay, so what we did this week is we did our Country Angel hot pad and decoration. I ended up making several of these, and I'm going to make one in the sparkly in the white. I think it'd be super pretty. And it's just a fun little let's see if I can get this in the right light here. There we go. It's just a fun little hot pad. I think it's about 9 by 9. And we're going with the wooden and the country ribbon. And of course, with all of these patterns, you don't have to use the yarn that I used. This is the yarn Sugar and Cream. It is called Holiday Stripes. You can, let me see it, show you the bottom. You can see it's got greens and sort of a reddish faded beige. It's super pretty, and it makes really super pretty ornaments and things. Well, you can use any medium weight yarn for this. If you're going to use this as a hot pad, though, I do recommend that you use the cotton. But it's really super easy to make, and it doesn't take very long, and they're really cute. And the reason I wanted to do this set is because it makes a really good gift set. All right, so let me show you. We also did the, let me get my ribbon straight here, the Country Heart. This one I added a little antique heart to the center that I had. And they're super cute. It can be an ornament, a gift tag, place settings, whatever you want. And then yesterday we did the Country Bell. And, oh, my button didn't stay very good. I guess I'm going to add a little more glue on there. But this is our Country Bell. It's super cute. And again, you don't have to make these ornaments in the country cotton. You can use, even that white sparkle is gorgeous with these patterns, okay? All right, now the other two that we've done in this series is the Country Christmas Tree. I put a little Country Angel on there. And the Country Star. And I really love this yarn because they come out different every time. You never know how the colors are going to land. Okay, now if you want them to be set like you want the tree green with a red trim or whatever, do that. Use your colors and your imagination. These can be whatever colors that you want. They can be made with cotton, they can be made with acrylic or blends, whatever yarn you have on hand, as long as it's a medium weight number 4 yarn. All of these country patterns will work. Okay, we have one more that goes with this set, and it is going to be a country doily. It's super simple, super easy, and I made it using 2 different types of cotton. One of them, for our demonstration, we're going to use this cotton. But I used just a red and green cotton just so that you can see. And we're going to try to get that one done tomorrow or Friday, depending on what's going on. All right. And so that's what's going on this week. Now, I do have a couple of other patterns in the works. I'm working on a new sparkle. I'm calling it a Starburst Square. And I made about 30 of them because I'm going to make it into a new Christmas blanket. And so that's a video I want to show you. You can use the square for whatever you want. It can be a scarf. You can make it into a bag, you can make it into a hat, you can make it into a cowl, whatever that you want, as long as you use your imagination. One of the things you'll find out about me, if you don't know me well enough yet, and you watch a lot of my videos, I try to give you options. I want you to use your imagination. I want you to use whatever colors you like. I want you to use your favorites. If a lot of people will say, don't ever do this particular yarn with this particular pattern, or don't ever this or that. I'm not like that, okay? I want to give you the opportunity to try it, even if you fail. I want you to try. I want you to use your yarns that you love. You don't have to use the yarns that I always use. You can use different ones. Of course, I use lots of different ones as well. You can tell from behind me, I use lots of different yarns as well. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I want to give you options. If you don't care for like a striping yarn, then don't use that one. Use something else that you love. If I make something in red and yellow, but you like pink and purple, make it in pink and purple. And even if I make it in Christmas colors, and you don't really prefer Christmas colors, you use the colors that you love. All right? And that's kind of what you're going to learn as you get to know me. And I'm real excited about some of the plans that I've been working up for 2020. I'm sorry, 2021. I've got lots of fun ideas. I'm working on a new monthly crochet along. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to be doing a stitch a month. And I've got a list of different stitches that I want you to learn along with me. And some of these I've done, but I haven't ever taught them. And so we're going to be learning together. I also still have plans for a lot of my crochet patterns that I've written in the past that don't have videos, to update some videos for those. And so I want you to get excited about 2021 when it comes to crochet. Because I've got lots of plans for us. All right? And the last thing I really want to say is how much I have appreciated all of you all watching my videos and, hanging out in the group, the Puppy Love group. And hang on 2 seconds. Getting a little dry. Posting your pictures in the group and just watching the videos and just trying to have fun. It's not been an easy year for any of us. And everyone always says we're all in this together, but really we're not. We're all in like, I look at it this way. We're all in the same ocean, but we're all in different places in the ocean and in different types of boats, because we all have different health needs. We all have different financial needs, and we all have different emotional needs. And so what I've tried to do this year is give us a place that we can come together on Tuesdays and just laugh and be silly and just try to encourage each other. And I want to tell you a little story before I go about what happened yesterday. I knew that we were getting another bunch of snow, and it was supposed to come tomorrow, last evening, and it did. We have a beautiful, beautiful winter wonderland outside. And I needed to send a package to my daughter and my daughter's husband and my 2 grandkids that live in Oklahoma. And the box is big and it's heavy. And I thought, I'm going to get out early and I'm going to go to the post office first. And then I'm going to run some errands so I don't have to go out today, because usually Tuesday afternoon is my errand day. I went yesterday. So I go to the post office and the line is really long. The thing is, it's not as long as you think, because we all have to stand 6 feet apart. And so I went and got in line, and I was kind of chatting with the woman in front of me and a gentleman behind me. And then there was a woman in front of the other woman, and she was grumbling a little bit about having to wait out in the cold because it was 9 degrees. We were cold. But they were moving really fast in the post office. Our Parker post office is the best. They were moving fast, getting people, because they can only have so many people in the building. And so as soon as people were out, a gentleman was coming out and getting the next group in. While the woman in front of me, she said, you know what, we just need to take one for the team. We need to not be grumpy. We need to be happy. And the lady in front of her said, I know, I'm trying really hard. And then I said, Well, my mom always said life is too short to be grumpy, so let's just be happy. And the guy behind me starts singing Jingle Bells. He's going, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. So then we all start singing Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. I wish I'd had my bells with me. That would have been super fun. And we're just singing along, and before we know it, the whole group in line, we have about 20 people in line, we're all singing Jingle Bells over and over and over again. And probably 2 minutes worth, not a whole long time. But then the gentleman who's been bringing people in, he comes out and he just stands there and he's just kind of smiling. And I can't see his smile because he's wearing a beautiful red Christmassy mask. But I could see his eyes. They were like lit up like this. And, he's an older gentleman, probably 70s, not that old. But, and then when everybody stops singing, he goes, okay, I'll take the next 5 people in. And then he's like whistling, Jingle Bells. I can't whistle. But it was a really fun experience for me. And that kind of thing doesn't happen very often, And I'll be honest with you, the guy behind me that started it can't really sing. But it was still super fun. And it reminded me that, you never know what people are going through. You never know what happened before they came to this post office or anywhere else. And so it's really important to try to be kind and thoughtful and loving to other people because you just don't know what they're going through. Maybe someone lost a family member this week, or maybe someone lost a friend, or maybe there's someone in their family or friend that's sick, or they're not going to be able to visit their grandkids. Like I'm not going to be able to visit my grandkids. And so I packed a huge box of all kinds of games and toys and goodies and food. And I sent them a box, and I'm calling it Christmas Party in a Box. And it's heavy. It cost me $35 to send, but it was worth it if it makes them happy, okay? And so I said all of that just to bottom line it. Let's be kind at this time of year. No matter what you're celebrating or how you're doing it, be kind and loving and thoughtful to other people. All right. So I'm gonna let y'all go on that. And don't forget, I want to see your snowflakes.